So I'm a large fan of the Grand Theft Auto series. They are basically the only games I come back to time and time again. From their expansive storylines to the large open world playgrounds. GTA San Andreas was, and still is, considered the best in the franchise. It had the largest map and the most things to do. But it also held the most mysterious, from Bigfoot to Leatherface, the ghost cars, and some disturbing towns and pedestrians. One of the wish is a serial killer that stalks their prey for days, getting them paranoid and ruining their lives. Such a behavior bewilders me. But it's only a game myth, so I shouldn't overanalyze it. After finishing GTA 4 and having a large amount of hype of the release of GTA 5, I figured I might as well give San Andreas a playthrough to tide me over. So I bought the PC version of the game off Amazon. I didn't trust Steam because I like a physical copy of my game. I got it a few days later and tried to install it, but the CD key was a dud. I asked the seller, but he never replied. I haven't felt cheated and kind of lazy. I just downloaded off the Pirate Bay. I'm not paying for it twice. And I produced to install it. Once installed, I booted up and rushed of welcome and not so welcome. Memories flooded my mind. I played through a couple of missions and noticed that a pedestrian from Los Venturas Desert was hanging around Grove Street. I wonder what he was doing there, considering this was not his usual spawning location. Being bored person and I beat him up. I beat him to death with a purple dildo, found in the police station bathroom. He essentially dropped the camera and I picked it up and started taking scenic pictures around San Andreas. I progressed onwards through the story with camera in hand so I could relive these moments anytime I want. I unlocked the back beyond area of the map and I sought out to find Bigfoot. But strangely, the pedestrian from the desert was there with me in the woods. No one ever spawned in the woods, except for the ghost cards, but those are normal. Since I recently lost my gun, I was too lazy to kill him, so I just wandered off and explored the rest of the area. But whenever I looked behind him, I glanced a figure running away from my line of sight. It felt very creepy. So I felt I needed a rest from the game after a long time playing. And I decided to quit for now and look at the picture I took. I went to the folder that contained the photos. I took my camera and saw that there were photos that I never remember taking. What freaked me out even more was the fact that most of the photos were of my player character during the early stage of my playthrough. At the point I didn't even have the camera. The way we're taken was strange and it felt as it looked like they were taken by a person who was hiding from me, like a stalker. Any sane person would just stop playing and delete the game from his hard drive. But considering the firepower I could get, I decided to find and kill the stalker again. Maybe the author of the game downloaded decided to install a stalker mod, so I took his challenge. I unlocked the Los Venturas Desert and searched for the pedestrian and abandoned shack near the military base. I found him. I pulled out my chainsaw as I thought it would feel better if I used it. And then the first thing that happened was he got decapitated. Strangely, as I expect for blood to come gushing out of the hole where his head used to be. He didn't die either. He walked slowly towards me and with a powerful punch he sent my character flying. After I woke up in the hospital and no pedestrians were spawning, it was like a ghost town. I spawned a cart and drove around and nothing. No one spawned. Suddenly my character started screaming like he's on fire. Once I left the car, he burst out of flames. I ran around in hopes of extinguishing him, and then the camera switched to a view inside a sniper scope. It was aimed directly at my character's head and I could not control anything. I can't move my character. The menus were unresponsive as I just watched as my character's head got blown off. Out of nowhere I got a blue screen of death. It pissed me off until I noticed that the error in the blue screen said, "You are not alone." It really freaked me out to the point where I was shaking. I almost ran out of my room. I figured I must delete the game before it destroys my hard drive, so I did just that. Afterwards, my antivirus detected something. It found that it was an undetectable virus tagged Stalker virus. It got removed by my antivirus, thank God. Now I decided to look at the photos again. I was sure the virus took more pictures of my character, but then I saw a photo of me from my webcam. My heart started pounding because I knew some creep has my photos somewhere on the internet. I scrolled down and saw even something most disturbing. Photos from outside my window. Oh my god, was he watching me? Did he track my location through that virus? On one of the photos, it said, "Something that really haunts my nightmares. See you soon."